in the home stretch of the 2026 Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals. Paul, how are you feeling about the 3 remaining finalists?
Probably how everybody at home and everyone in this ballroom is feeling, that you're excited for him, you're nervous for him, you don't know what's coming next from the pronouncer, but 2 of these young men have made it this far before. They've finished in the top 3. It's going to be a down-to-the-wire battle, and it's going to be a ton of fun.
That would be Sarv and Shray. It's time to get back to the competition, but first, our judge, Mary Brooks, wants to talk to our remaining spellers.
Shray, Sarv, and Ishaan, you've arrived at the moment that every speller dreams about. It's now time to make your dream a reality. No matter what happens next, you have shown what you're made of to the world tonight. Audience, let's give them a big round of applause while they take it all on.
All right, now we are on to Shray Periq, who is up next.
He's been really impressive, the breadth of knowledge, geographical names, the no origin, whatever they've thrown at him, he's knocked it out of the park.
Finished in 3rd in 2024. Last year missed the finals, told us this morning he came back rejuvenated, took some time off of spelling. Clearly, it paid off.
And the 2 young men who finished in front of him in 2024 won the next 2 years. How about that?
Faison was one of them. All right, let's hear from Shray.
Hello, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Shray. Metohia.
Metohia. Metohia, can I have all the information, please?
Metohia is a district of southwestern Kosovo bordering on North Macedonia, Albania, and Montenegro. Metohia is a geographical entry and is a Balkan geographical name.
Metohia, could you just repeat, could you tell me the sentence, please?
Sure. Mirusha Park in Metohia is known for its biodiversity, featuring as many as 21 endemic plant species.
Metohia. Metohia. M-E-T-O-H-I-J-A. Metohia.
That is correct.
Thank you.
His tour of the dictionary tonight, just as we've been watching, has taken him to France, to Wales, now to Kosovo. Where can they find that he doesn't have it down?
Sarv Dharavane, Atlanta, Georgia, up next.
Hello.
Hello, Sarv. Kado Hadacho.
Kado Hadacho. May I please have any alternate pronunciations?
There's just Kado Hadacho,
May I please have the part of speech?
a noun.
May I please have the origin?
It's from Caddo, an indigenous language of North America.
May I please have the definition?
A Caddoan confederacy of northeastern Texas and southwestern Arkansas, including the Cahinio and upper Natchitoches.
Could you please repeat the word?
I'm sorry, that's Nakatash. So I mispronounced that. The word is Kado Hadacho.
Kado Hadacho. Kado Hadacho. K-A-D-O-H-A-D-A-C-H-O. Kado Hadacho.
That is correct.
Thank you.
We had that Kado Hadacho us, then you do that one too. Just unbelievable what these young men are doing.
A hush fell over the crowd when they said that word, how difficult it sounded. Ishaan Gupta is up next.
Kalami.
Kalami, is this a people of India?
It's the Dravidian language of a people of the Gond ethnic group in central India.
Okay, Kalami, can I have all the information, please?
Kalami is a noun. There is no origin given for this word in our dictionary. It is the Dravidian language of a people of the Gond ethnic group in central India. Among the central Dravidian languages, Kalami has the greatest number of speakers.
Kalami, can I have all the information one more time?
Kalami is a noun with no origin given for it in this dictionary. Kalami is the Dravidian language of a people of the Gond ethnic group in central India.
Kalami, repeat the word.
Kalami.
Were there any oh wait, okay, there's none. Okay, repeat the language of origin.
There is no origin given for it.
Okay, repeat the word.
Kalami.
Kalami, can I have the definition?
The Dravidian language of a people of the Gond ethnic group in central India.
Kalami. Repeat the word one more time.
Kalami.
Kalami. K-O-L-A-M-I. Kalami.
That is correct.
Thank you.
I don't think his parents, Bennett and Chiruchi, were nervous one bit. He's starting to give longtime beat watchers flashbacks to some of the more popular champs from the past, Nihar Jenga, Zaila Avant-Garde, who often had that tendency of telling Dr. Bailey what the definition was before he had a chance to do it.
I have a question for you. I've noticed Sarv and Shray put their hands up sometimes. We get a little air typing. How does that help the spellers on stage?
Well, so many of them practice on their computer, on their tablet. They're talking to other spellers. They're having competitions online. So that's how it is committed to memory. Others you'll see still kind of air scribble on the back of their placard.
I've typed this before. I can spell it on stage.
You got
Love
it.
All three spellers are still performing flawlessly. All three remain. We will be right back.
Be headed to overtime, but this is the be at its best when you see so many competitors just better than the dictionary. Nothing can stump them, but something to watch for. If in this round we only have one speller get it right and two miss, the one who got it right would have a chance to win it, because the bee never ends on a missed word. It has to end on a correct word, so that is a possibility this deep in the competition.
Or potentially a spell off, which we will tell you a little bit more about later if it comes to that. All right, let's get back to the competition yet again and see if these guys can go 3 for 3 again.
Track record's pretty strong right now.
Hello, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Shray. Tele.
Tele.
The language of a Papuan people on Bougainville, Solomon Islands.
Okay. Tele. Can I have all the information, please?
Tele is a noun. No origin is given in our dictionary. It is the language of a Papuan people on Bougainville, Solomon Islands. At the conference, the researcher argued against the inclusion of Tele within an East Papuan language family. Tele.
Tele, is there a language of origin for this?
There is no origin given.
Okay. Tele. T-E-L-E-I. Tele.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Who cares if there's no language of origin given? The tell on tele was the nodding of the head. We've seen it. Boy, is this young man prepared.
Another prepared young man, Sarv Dharavane, coming back.
Hello. This word has a homonym. The word is Daisa. This is a showy tropical African terrestrial orchid with tuberous rootstocks and dark green leaves. Daisa.
Daisa, may I please have any alternate pronunciations?
Just Daisa.
May I please have the part of speech?
Noun.
May I please have the origin?
Latin.
May I please have the definition?
A showy tropical African terrestrial orchid with tuberous rootstocks and dark green leaves.
Could you please repeat the word?
Daisa.
Could you please give me the part of speech again?
Noun.
Could you please give me the origin again?
Latin.
Could you please give me the definition again?
A showy tropical African terrestrial orchid with tuberous rootstocks and dark green leaves.
Could you please repeat the word?
Daisa.
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 Daisa. Daisa. D-A-I-S-A. Daisa.
Daisa is spelled D-I-S-A.
Thank you.
But Sarv, what incredible memories you've made in these 3 years, and you're not done. We know that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And, well, let's hear this crowd. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Listen to these spelling bee aficionados and how much they love it.
You told me, Paul, sometimes the shorter words can actually be deceptively difficult.
Indeed, and Ishaan hasn't spelled yet, so we're not done with everything yet.
Hi, Ishaan. Ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Igdir.
Okay, Igdir, can I have all the information?
Igdir is a nomadic Turkmen people in Turkmenistan by the Caspian Sea. It's a noun, and there is no origin given for it in our dictionary. The Igdir are considered one of the original 24 tribes of the Turks who migrated westward across Asia into Persia and Anatolia. Igdir.
Igdir, can I avoid information one more time?
Igdir is a noun. There is no origin given. The Igdir is a nomadic Turkmen people in Turkmenistan by the Caspian Sea.
Igdir. I-G-D-Y-R. Igdir.
That is correct.
Thank you.
So that means Sarv is third place for the second
again.
straight year, 2 more years of eligibility, and that was a tough homonym he was dealt.
I'm sure we're going to see him again. 2 spellers are left. What is going to happen? We will find out right after this.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, sponsored by Universal Orlando Resort. 4 parks, 1 incredible vacation.
Just 2 left. You can feel the tension in the auditorium. This could be it, Paul.
Yeah, and if we're feeling it, just imagine what they're feeling. Shray Periq will spell first this round.
Hello, Dr. Bailey.
Howdy, Shray. Philippita.
Philippita. Can I have all the information, please?
Philippita is a genus of Madagascan birds related to birds of a large genus of chiefly terrestrial, nearly songless birds with brilliant plumage but constituting a distinct family. It's from Latin and it's a noun.
Philippita.
Philippita.
Could I have the sentence, please?
Jillian was fascinated by the bright emerald feathers on the heads of birds belonging to Philippita.
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 Philippita. Philippita.
That is correct.
Thank you.
You heard him emphasize the E. That's how he remembered it. He took 6 months off after missing the Nationals last year when he wasn't feeling good in his regional, didn't advance. He sees the value of that now. So focused.
Ishaan
Hi,
Gupta
Ishaan.
returns to the mic.
Ertabala.
Ertabala, is this like a culture of the Netherlands or something?
Of or belonging to an early Neolithic or late Mesolithic culture in the Baltic region characterized by large kitchen middens, chipped stone tools, and crude pottery.
Repeat the word.
Ertabala, Ertabala, Ertabula.
Wait, just repeat all the pronunciations one more time.
Ertabala, Ertabala, Ertabula.
Okay, Ertabala. Can I have all the information once more?
Ertabala is an adjective from a Danish geographical name. It means of or belonging to an early Neolithic or late Mesolithic culture in the Baltic region, characterized by large kitchen middens, chipped stone tools, and crude pottery. Ertabala, Ertabala, Ertabula.
Okay, repeat all the pronunciations and then the language of origin.
Ertabala, Ertabala, Ertabula, from a Danish geographical name.
Okay, Ertabala. E-R-T-E-B-O-L-L-E. Ertabala.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Wow, Mina.
Here we go.
I don't remember any Swiss words coming up today, but these two are both the Swiss Army knife. They've handled everything you could possibly get. I mean, he's had Nanyukian, Kalami, Igdir, Ertabala.
If you heard that little murmur in the crowd,
Ooh.
that's because a buzzer was just placed on stage. Paul, can you explain what that means?
Well, the spell-off is coming. So we've seen this pattern throughout the whole competition. You go up there, you get 90 seconds. You get to ask all the questions, compose yourself. Now it's a completely different skill. You have that memory. Maybe the words are slightly easier, but speed counts. You have to get as many correct answers as quickly as you can to beat your competitor.
There have been 2 spell-offs since this change was implemented a few years ago. In the end, the speller with the most correct words is going to win, so let's get to it.